Iconic in the shit. Shine your eyes. Come on, let's unite. From the north to the south and central, we are one. Oh. Let's decide to pay that price. Yes, we aim, providing higher education. No, just one name, which belongs to me, that belongs to you. So let's join our hands and say to the world, what be the name? You in a bill. What be the name, boy? You in a bill. What be the name? You in a bill. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We hear you. You should be proud. Raise your voice, be allowed. Oh. It's the best institution where teachers are trained. Oh. We will shape that future, making you that teacher. So if you dream big. All of the department, the faculty, Spartans, Tbsc,
I will give my best. You gonna give your best. We will give our best to RUEW. I will give my best. You will give your best. We will give our best to RUEW. Say, well, and happiness. Oh yeah, I must confess. Hey, we will success for RUEW.
So our lovely viewers and those that are doing the listening, this is Radio Windy Bay and I'm yours truly, Collins Kofi Awuku. This is me bringing you this very unique interview with the men who have really led their students into qualifying to the next level of this year's business challenge. Without much ado, I want to welcome you, gentlemen. I'm sure you're asking, but who are these men seated here? Well, on the screen, their names will be flowing. But let me just quickly run through them. We have from University of Cape Coast, the coach, Dr. Sayuram Kawo.
Thank you.
Welcome. And then we have from the Koforidua Technical University, the coach, Dr. Felix Owusu Jebi. And then from the University of Education, whenever we have, he doesn't want to be called doctor, but I want to do that so today, Samuel Gamali Gajo. And then that man who loves academic violence and would always lead the students into violence, Al-Hassan Yusuf Traore.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome, my big brothers. So it is Radio Windy Bay that we own. Of course, we are streaming this live for all our viewers wherever you are and are doing the listening. Now, walk us through the genesis, Mr. Traore.
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity. Good evening, lovely viewers. So Tbsc is a program that started in 2019, and it's something that we have done over these years. We've had 6 editions in the past. 5 different winners. So this is the 7th edition. The first edition was won by the University of Cape Coast in 2019. In 2020, it was won by the University for Development Studies, UDS, from Tamale. 2021, again by the University of Cape Coast. 2022, by the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. 2023, by the University of Education, Winneba. And then 2024, by the University of Ghana. So 6 editions, 5 different winners, with UCC currently being the only school to have won it twice. Now, this year's edition started with the middle zone. We will normally have the zonal championships before we get to the national championship. We've had the northern zone done already, same as the middle zone. So this is a southwest zone currently. At the northern zone, it was won by the SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies in WA. They used to be the WA campus of UDS. Now they are university on their own. The middle zone was won by the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And now we are here to determine who wins the southwest zone. And of course, these three great institutions, we're battling it out tomorrow to decide who wins the crown. Let me add that we've had two past winners for this zone. UCC won it in 2023. UEW won it in 2024. Who knows? KT may win it in 2025. That's just by the way. But that's where we are at the moment.
Well, that is a great walk through memory lane and the history of the event. Well, I want to believe that the newest kid on the block is KTU. And how was it like qualifying today into the next level?
Today has been one of the most emotional days of my life. I'll never forget the emotions that I went through today. Coming into this contest, today I would say, even though this is our second appearance officially, but I would say this is what we actually prepared to come for. And the first time was in 2023, where we were supposed to host the zone. And so because you cannot decide not to participate as a host, so when we got the news, in fact, we did a very late preparation, and fortunately for us at the time, it was only 3 schools that appeared, and so we even had automatic qualification
to go.
We were just supposed to meet at the final, and it was against, coincidentally, it was against the same UCC and UW.
And they didn't spare you.
They gave us a beating of our life. We'll never forget that beating. Because one funny aspect was that we were not even aware of the graphic business segment at the time. So the round 4 was even a disaster. And so because of that hard hit that we got, we couldn't, even though we qualified for the final, we didn't show up at all. We didn't show up in the national level. So last year we were supposed to come, 1 or 2 issues, we couldn't make it. But this year we were determined to come. And that is why we try to prepare our students to come. And
was it that the last year that you refused to come, you were in camp and preparing to really give people the showdown?
Some preparation. But at a point, it wasn't going as we planned.
Expected.
So, a whole lot of things came in. The students we decided to bring, they were not responsive, and other factors also came in. So we didn't want to come and take the same
baptism again.
Baptism. But Mr. Traore is a very good friend of mine. He has always been encouraging me that when you are starting contests like this, at the beginning it will never be easy. But the more you come on board, even when you are not so prepared, you come. You will learn from your experience, and then you keep making progress. And so we came this time around with the optimism that we wanted to qualify to the national. That is our goal, and I think we have achieved that for now. But we'll talk about the final contest as well. But I think today was a very emotional day, because we won at the last round, and we were very happy.
In fact, you had a photo finish, eh?
Yes,
probably.
Yes. It was a very happy ending for us.
So I'm sure that the joy in Koforidua right now is not an easy one.
Yes.
The message is gone already, right?
The message is gone. We have already sent the message. Even our province is very happy.
Wow.
Very happy, because we have sent the message to them that we have been able to do as we promised them. So we hope for better results in the coming contest.
Promise fulfilled. That is what KTU is telling us. UCC, what was the journey like to this level? Were there a lot of walkover?
No, not really. For us, every contest is a learning process.
Okay.
We get there to learn. We were hoping that our contestants would come, but unfortunately they didn't show up.
Oh.
That's UMAT.
Yeah.
They didn't show up. So what happened is that our boys are still in camp. They are still preparing for anything. In education, at any point in time, you need to continue learning, because every day new things are coming. and you cannot trust the quiz master.
No, that's a serious statement to make.
You cannot trust.
He's unpredictable.
He's
I tell
unpredictable. And this context has gone beyond the undergraduate level and the things that the students do.
Yeah.
So the students need to put in a lot of effort to come this far. And so we are hoping that tomorrow when we get there, as usual, anything can happen. And it could be anybody's game.
Battle declared, KTU.
Challenge accepted.
Well, last year, I guess I was at the zonal contest.
Yeah.
And UAW, was it craftily or cunningly beat UCC, right?
Yeah.
That was the son beating the father. But the father was happy.
Yeah.
I remember the interview you gave.
Yes.
That you are so happy. Yeah.
As a father, the only one that can wish the son best in everything that they do is the father. Likewise, the mother as well. As a teacher, you always have to train your students to become better than you. The quiz master happens to be my student. Sami happens to be my student. And UEW School of Business also happened to be my baby.
Wow.
And so it's good to see that the foundation that we have laid
was a solid one.
And it's a solid foundation. And we'll always be proud of them. And so when we are having the context, the old students of UAW that I have taught to be in my DM telling me, sir, you've trained us, but today you want to show you something. So it's always very good.
Well, good to hear that. Mr. Gajo, what is it like? What is the feeling like for you?
For me, there's this saying that the best comes from the West. Personally, what I want is that all the universities from the Southwest zone will do well. So I was particularly happy for Indum University and Koforidua. We are the only zone that has produced 2 champions.
Wow.
And we want to continue. We want the competition to be like Messi and Ronaldo. Any school that meets UCC, UAW, in fact, any of the universities in the zone should be afraid of us. They should know that we have very good curriculum. We teach our students current issues. So for me, I was very happy for KTU, especially having the 2023 knowledge in mind and how they improved. And I'm happy that we are meeting tomorrow again. We want to bring out the best in us. That's all. We are not. It's academic. It can be anybody's game. It's not a do or die affair. Give in your best, learn from your mistakes, go back and don't just look at the win or the lose. Restructure your curriculum for your next accreditation and give your students the best. And that's why I'm particularly happy for Graphic and ICAG for giving us this platform to continually improve on our curriculum and give our students the best. For the 7th edition, it is the 7th edition, all the students who've gone through this Tbsc platform are doing very well. Where you don't imagine them going, that's what they are doing. And it's so encouraging. And that is what, for us, we are happy for. We are here as coaches. Our colleagues are home. We are here as coaches to help the next generation optimize bring the best out of them. That's why we are doing this. I wouldn't be on stage. I wouldn't get anything out of this. But the sacrifice to see those who may be training our children come out with the best. That's the reason why we are here. So personally, I'm happy for the schools in my zone. And I hope and pray that we all put in our best. When we get to the zonals, last year, the semi-finals, I left my camp and was in UCC's camp because we want to see 2 Southwest zones at the finals. And that is it.
Charlie, the guys are doing some teamwork. I'm sure the other zones are watching you critically. But I don't know if I should call him Mr. Violence, academic violence, or Mr. Alhassan Yusuf Traoré. Yes. What would you say your assessment of the students so far is, being the quiz master? Would you say we are getting a very wonderful generation coming to take over from us?
So what we need to know is that these are the best brains in our business schools.
Wow.
but no school will bring a student who is not good to represent them. So on the at the basic level, they are the best brains that we have in our business schools. Beyond that, like Dr. Kawa said, they tend to learn beyond the undergraduate syllabus. So these are very sharp minds, very determined, want to make their schools, their family proud. So they are great, and I appreciate the level of brilliance. You know, sitting on the stage is not easy. I always call it a hot seat. When you're on the stage, your ability to think on your feet and to do so in record time, you may know the answer, but your ability to work out the solution within time is very important. And also having the confidence to even give out the answer. And sometimes you may not even be sure of the answer, but your ability to
confidently commit the error.
Use prior knowledge to attempt to find your way around it is what makes me very happy about them. I think they are very solid, and I appreciate the work that the coaches are doing. We want to urge them to continue training them. These are the business leaders that we are going to have in the next few years to come. And like Sami said, they've started from version 1. We've had some moving outside of the country, and they are doing very well in their various places of work. Some have ventured into entrepreneurship, others are doing excellently in finance and other spheres of life. So I think the training is good, it's solid. We are teaching them a lot of things, including presentation and the ability to think and act on your feet. And yes, we are happy for what we are doing.
Happy for what the young ones are doing. I know the coaching has not been an easy thing. Number of hours, resources, and the number of researches you have to do to be able to get to them. How has the coaching been like? Let me start with KTU.
Well, it hasn't been an easy task, like you are saying. You know, this is like bringing students for this kind of quizzes, like being a coach for a national team. You cannot transfer players from another school to come and play.
You cannot be coach the national players.
Exactly. The only thing you do is that you work with the resources you have.
You groom your players.
You groom your people. You understand? And ours is like a growing university. When I say we are a growing university, you know, we're transformed from being a polytechnic into a university. And up till about 2 years ago, the only undergraduate programs we are running is HND, Higher National Diploma. Even now, we started the degree programs, yes, but the highest level that our BS accounting and finance degree students are at level 200 now. So the students we presented are HND accountancy third year students.
Wow.
You understand? So like I said, you work with what you have, and you have to force to bring them up to that level. So it gives us a lot of hard work that we need to work on them. You know, I have been a teacher in the senior high school before, and I tell you that if you bring me students from the GSS who all had I grade 6, you understand, and I am in another school and I have I grade 24, we may all do a work to, but our task is to all bring them up to par. And so the one who has the students that maybe quote has a lot of work to do on them, or has a lot of coaching tasks to do on them. So, but currently we are fortunate, we have started running master's programs, and so we believe that in some few years to come, we really have us to contend with. You understand? So the coaching hasn't been an easy job.
The battle lines are gone.
Yes. So I can tell you that recently in the past 2 weeks, I spent nights with them. Wow. We've been staying overnight for the past 2 weeks. You see, that is why it would have been very sad if we didn't win, to me, because I felt we put in some effort. I told my students that, look, coming to this level is not just about knowing that you are a good student. Last 2 years, those who were beaten mercilessly, both of them were first-class students who graduated as first-class students. So it's not about just being a good student, but getting to this level, you need some level of preparation that if you are not careful, those outside may not appreciate what is actually happening on the ground. So I have my HOD, Dr. Bwedi has also been of help. We have been together, we've worked on these students, and it has not been an easy job at all. So I understand, you should understand the joy for which I ran to the stage to celebrate.
You nearly beat the same boat with time.
The joy with which I had to run to the stage to just celebrate the final win, because hard work has really been put there, and I'm really motivated that our labor had not been in vain. We are still working, and we know we'll do better.
Dr. Kawo.
Yeah, it has not been easy. just as the finals for the version is over, the next tax begins.
I know.
And what happened is that we tend to bring the students that are in the final year, those who are in the second year, third year, they tend to fear for their CGPA, because when they come on board, it means that they will have to do a lot of sacrifices. So some, when they come on board, they seem not to be doing well academics in the various
In the other subjects.
in the other subjects. So it has not been very easy, sleepless nights. What we are going to see tomorrow is a whole 1 year training.
Wow.
And it has been a case where these students that we are training, they don't sleep. If you ask all the coaches, they will tell you that with us and with them, the latest we can sleep is 3 a.m. And then sometimes we wake up around 5 a.m. and then the routine
Starts.
continues that way, which tells us that consistency, perseverance, and if you are in business, you don't have to give up. Always you are on your toes looking for new information and all those things. We, as Gamali said, we are not here doing it for money. It's not for money. But the current generation, they are the people who are going to lead our children, train our children. So if you don't give them the foundation and the things that they need, then our future will be in trouble. And that is what we have been doing over the past years. You will see that we are here representing our universities, but our colleagues are not around. But it's a tax we have taken voluntarily to ensure that the brains that we have, we nurture them so that tomorrow they can take over the leadership of this country and other institutions. Of course, we are not here to stay forever. We are aging. And as we are aging, we need transition. And the transition will come from the younger ones that are behind us. And that is what we have been doing over the past years. And we hope that our sacrifices will be good examples for others to emulate, not only in academia, but in businesses. A lot of businesses fail because the owners of the business refuse to put in that transitional plan, that when they are no longer there, the business can run up. So you see family businesses, as soon as the breadwinner dies, the business comes to an end. The children are fighting over the properties and all those things, and then they run it down. But let us put into some transitional plans. Let us continue training our children, just as we are doing with our students. Every now and then, read this, look for this, go and do this on your own, and give us the feedback. Then we advise them how they can do it. Let us do that so that nationally we all benefit from it.
I'm sure you're touching on the issue of mentorship. I'll get there. Mr. Gabali, let me hear from you first.
Oh, okay. So
Finally.
coaching, as they said, has never been easy. But the joy of coaching is seeing the younger ones do well. And so for me, the experience has been, at a point, it is coaching. At another point, it is peer review. And I like that transition. The other side of the coaching aspect is that it needs a lot of resources. So I can see the dean of KTU here. I mean, fantastic. All the way from Koforidua, he's still here in the studio with us. That's somebody who is dedicated. So my only basis for selection is dedication and commitment. You can have 4.0. You will not be part if you are not dedicated, and you cannot be a team player. That is all. So here, the coaching aspect has trained the guys to be very dedicated to their task. We've trained the guys to work as a team and to be able to identify that I cannot do it all when it comes to business. That is why we have marketing, we have procurement, we have HR, we have finance, we have accounting. So it tells you that you can only do one aspect of it. But I mean, some people are very dynamic and can do quite a number of them. But the key issue is, I personally train them to work as a team and to know that You must fall down before when you are moving. When you are taking the step, you fall down. We've lost. In time past, we will lose, and some of my guys will be crying, and I'll tell them, why are you crying? I mean, you must not cry. This is just one aspect of life. It doesn't mean that's the end of. And all those who've lost and have cried have ended up winning ICAG awards as overall best students. And so it doesn't mean anything. You just brought up your best. You just didn't make it. Work as a team. Encourage yourself. Let's move on. That's it for me.
Life is not all about winning medals.
Exactly.
It's
If
building yourself
if
up.
you always win, you don't learn.
Thank you very much. If I really didn't say that, we will be expecting comments, but comments have started flowing on this. And production, thank you so much. So we have, oh my, Osman, you've got to come back and sort me out. That's technology for you. You always have the challenges. There seems to be a lot of shout for KTU. So I don't know how come we are having so much shout for KTU. And the other one is for UEW. All I'm saying is fire. Fire. Team UEW, fire. What are we expecting tomorrow before I come to the violence man? I'll start with KTU again.
Well,
you're on cloud 9 now, so I don't know what it's likely to be tomorrow.
Expectations for tomorrow, like I said earlier, the first joy we have is to qualify for the national contest. Now, on the second side, we are supposed to meet UCC and UEW, who are former champions. I mean, one has won it twice, and one is a defending champion. And it's not an easy task for we who just came in, and we are now progressing through the ranks. So what I would say is that we have a lot of respect for our opponents that we're going to meet tomorrow, but we will not write ourselves off. What we are going to do is that we are going to give them a contest. We'll try our best to put in a fight. And who knows, like you said, anything can come. We are just hoping. I told my students that right now, meeting UCC and UEW, everybody is looking at you as the underdog. You understand? So it's like,
speak out some surprises.
You understand? You go, Ghana going to meet Brazil in the World Cup final. You understand? You have to, everybody expects the bigger team to win. Yes, it becomes more sweet when the underdog wins. And that is why we are saying we cannot speak much, but we are going to put in a fight, and then we hope for the best.
KT is putting up the fight and they hope for the best. And what is it that Nanaya was saying? Team UW, lift the trophy, and of course we love you. Caroline Ivanov says, KTU, love, 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 love. And so it's running. Ose FOG. Lot of love for you. That is coming from Asamoah Boatin. Asamoah Boatin again says that much love, FOG, KTU, love, love, love. Kwame Ernest says FOG, our savior. Now, Nanaya says Dr. Gajo, star for you. Frank Asante, FOG, lot of love. Nana Ama says fire. I don't know who the fire is meant for. Watching live from KTU, that is coming from Luda Chris. If KTU wins tomorrow, dear doctor, might fly. Oh, well, someone have given you Prof. Gajo. That is Nilai. Prof. Gajo, love. Now, Nanaya again says, Guardiola, master tactician, we appreciate you. I don't know who that Guardiola is. So.
Guardiola is Gajo.
Now, Opon Kweku Gabriel says, I love the way these prominent and role models are so proud and dedicated to putting much effort for their schools to win. I think I love the passion. Oh, Opon Kweku Gabriel, we are so grateful for your comment. He is saying that he loves the passion that you are exhibiting.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, I know running events such as this has not been easy. What has top sponsorship been like for you?
All right. So, For a start, sponsorship hasn't been easy coming in. We have a number of corporate institutions on board. Of course, a partnership between Graphic Communications Group and the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. Beyond that, we have a number of worthy sponsors that are on the platform. We have MTN Ghana, we have PwC, we have Glyco Life, we have Compu Ghana, we have Piva Beverages. This year we have GCB Bank joining.
Wow.
But of course, as
more are required to make it juicy.
Yes. These are brilliant minds who will need to be supported. We want a lot of sponsors to come on board so that we can be able to offer what we think they deserve. There were plans initially to even at least get some travel opportunity for the national champions.
Oh, that's fine.
So we are looking at corporate institutions who will be willing to come on board to support us in some of these initiatives. Corporate institutions could also come in and then sponsor specific awards if they so wish. Maybe best, in the past we've awarded overall best students at the end of the competition, best female contestants. We could have some specialized awards that we really want sponsors to look at. So, yes, we want more, the long and short of it.
Mr. Valens says they want more so they can give best and better rewards to the participating candidates. Now, I'll be taking your parting words because the viewers are there and I know the comments are going to be flowing. It's going to be up there on Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. That is the handle. Many more can watch and comment, and of course tomorrow we'll be there to support as we have always done. I'll make Guadulia do the last because he is the host. So I guess I'll start with our father, UCC.
Tomorrow we only hope for the best. We're going to see brilliance, activeness, thinking on the spot, paying attention to details, and ensuring that we get things right. We hope that the corporate world that is watching will come on board. The businesses around will come on board. And I believe maybe the next section, if we are going to come to Winneba, businesses in Winneba must also benefit from our expertise so that we can advise them on things that they are facing. You know, I said some businesses can get sick.
Yeah.
And when the business gets sick, they die. And a lot of people who goes to the hospital, they go to the hospital not because they are biologically sick, but they are sick because their businesses are sick. And that is where this context and the expertise that we have come on board. Tomorrow, let us troop to the auditorium and see the brilliance and the hard work of the dedicated and committed students that we have on board. It's not very easy being in academia. A lot of students they only want to have the academic knowledge and nothing else. But these students that we have here are all round and they are very practical oriented in the things that they do. So we wish all the schools, UUW, my own children, I want to see the best out of them, KTU on board, and the fire in them. We want to see that fire burn more. And let us see how God would intervene for all of us.
The KTU fire. We just heard from Dr. Dr. Kawo of UCC.
Yes.
Dr. Felix Owusu Jebi, KTU.
FOG.
The fire is on.
Yes, and we are excited to be here, honestly. And it's like I said, it hasn't been easy, but we've gotten the full support from our management. So maybe allow me to use this opportunity to appreciate our Vice Chancellor, Professor John Owusu, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Ohene Seidu, our Dean, who couldn't come with us, Professor Eugene Kwache, and then our immediate past HOD is here, who is Dr. Boedi Eric Kofi, and then there is a current HOD, Dr. Victor Curtis Lati. All of them have been very supportive, and we have worked together to be where we are today. We can only expect to make them proud because we have promised them that we will do something better. And so we are saying that tomorrow we are going to make them proud. And I think I forgot the registrar. Miss Emily Fafado. I'm appreciating to her as well. We want to make them proud and make KTU proud. And I know we can deliver. Thank you.
Making KTU proud is the focus of FOG.
And you know, the commitment from the university is very important. If you don't get that commitment from the university, you are nowhere. As we speak, our students will be starting exams very soon.
Wow.
Yeah. So the university management training these students. When it's a holiday, they provide accommodation, feed them, and all those things. UCC management, we appreciate you as well.
All right, Mr. Violence.
Yes. For me, I want violence.
You want violence,
I
academic
want
violence
yes,
for that
yes,
matter.
yes.
Not the giddy violence.
So the schools are speaking nicely. They are all wishing for a good contest tomorrow. I want violence. I want academic violence. I want them to be at their best. It is only when they are at their best that we can have a very good contest. We want to urge everyone to come on board to be at the auditorium, Jofus Anamomensa Conference Center tomorrow, 11 a.m. We start the contest, so please be there before the 11 a.m. The three institutions deserve to be in the final. They rightly qualified to be there. They've qualified also to represent the zone. So it is just about crowning it all with who wins the zonal championship.
So that they are pleased.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is all. All three schools have qualified to the national championship. We just want to know who becomes the zonal champion. Like I mentioned, we have 2 zones done already. From here, we are going to the southeast zone, that is in Accra. Let's see who wins this one. 3 institutions, 1 trophy, 1 champion.
3 institutions, 1 trophy, 1 champion. So, Quadrilla.
Okay, I also use the opportunity to thank the university management, Professor, our Vice Chancellor, for giving us the platform and also allowing the organizers to have the contest on campus. Today we paid a courtesy call on him, and he said he's supporting us. We should put in our best. Also to the Dean of the School of Business, Professor Richard Odru, who has been very helpful from day one, and all the students, the MPhil students who dedicated to help. Some are still in camp, and also the students who have sacrificed. Some have not gone home since they came to level 100.
Wow.
And so you are going to see 4 years of hard work. You are going to see 3 years of hard work. You are going to see 2 years of hard work and a year of hard work. It has not been easy. I will encourage our students, just as I told them in class, this platform is bigger than going for a 2-hour lecture. You should all troop in there, come and learn. I was happy when I saw a lot of them writing notes, trying to put 1 or 2 things together, because the business world is about thinking on your feet. And so tomorrow you are going to see students who are going to think on their feet, solve real-time business problems. So they should all come and learn. But as you know, student affairs, we expect to see the Gavians there to make all the noise, and the Spartans there to make all the noise, the Trojans there to make all the noise. So we will expect this violence there, this Jama group will be there just to make the place a bit lively. So tomorrow is going to be interesting. The trophy remains in Winneba. It will not go to any other school.
Tomorrow is going to be interesting. The trophy remains in Winneba. It's not going to go anywhere soon. It's on this note I want to say a very big thank you to all my guests that have been on the program. Our viewers out there, tomorrow the event starts exactly 11. You should be seated by 10:30, because once that 2,500 capacity venue is filled, you will not have access to go in. I am sure a lot more comments is coming. We will read them, but I want to say a very big thank you. I know you need some rest and still going about your coaching. The coach is never rest till the battle is over. So, Dr. Sayram Kawo, UCC, thank you very much for passing through. Mr. Violence, academic violence for that matter, Al-Hassan Yusuf Trowley, thank you for passing through. And then Felix, Dr. Felix Owusu Jebi, KTU.
Yes.
Still on fire. And Samuel Gameli Guardiola Gajo. Thank you for passing through. To my technical team out there, Osman Mumunim and the team, I say Aiko for the wonderful production done. And my name is Colin Sauko. I'm handing over to our team to continue with other things that we have given you. It's been a lovely evening. Have the best of the evening.
Thank you.
Iconic initiate. Shine your eyes. Come on, let's unite. From the north to the south and central, we are one. Oh, let's decide to pay that price. Yes, we aim providing higher education. No, just one name which belongs to me, that belongs to you. So let's join our hands and say to the world, what be the name? You in a view. Hey, what be the name, boy? You in a view. What be the name? You in a view. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We hear you. You should be proud. Raise your voice, be allowed, oh. It's the best institution where teachers are trained. Oh. We will shape that future, making you the teacher. Yeah. So if you dream big. All of the department, the faculty, Spartans, Scorpions,
I will give my best. You gonna give your best. We will give our best to RUEW. Give my best, you would give your best, we would give our best to RUEW. Say, well, and happiness, oh yeah, I must confess.